What's going on, Facebook fam? It's TJ Childs. We back for your weekly motivation. You got strength to be on the inside. Let's get it out. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. The other day I was spending time with the family, watching fireworks, and the fireworks just exploding, boom, 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 everywhere. And I was just so excited and pumped up to watch the fireworks with my kids. And as I was watching the fireworks, I noticed that they didn't explode until they had almost reached their peak. There was no explosion. No pop, no fireworks until they had almost got to their peak. Right before they descended is when they began to explode. But there was one firework that didn't go up quite as high. There was one firework that stopped, right about here, and it came back down. There was no explosion. It came right back down to the ground. There was no explosion. The other fireworks went way up into the sky, but there was one that went right about here, and it came back down, and it did not explode. Those fireworks we call duds. That's right. We call those fireworks duds because they did not explode. And I want to encourage you today, do not live your life as a dud. That's right. I'm going to say it again. Do not live your life as a dud. You are born to create explosion in this world. You are born to set this world on fire. And in order to do that, you have to keep pushing, you got to keep grinding, you got to keep learning, you got to keep pushing harder and harder and harder until you reach your peak. It is not until you almost reach your peak that you will explode. If you quit before then, you are going to be a dud. That's right. If you quit before you almost reach your peak, right before you descend is when you explode. And if you quit before that point comes, you will be a dud. You will be that firework that did not explode when you were built to explode. But you got to be in the right environment. That's right. You have to be in the right environment. Fireworks are only allowed to be set off in an environment that is safe. So here's my question to you. Number one, are you in a safe environment that's conducive for you to grow, that's conducive for you to explode? You cannot and you will not explode unless you are in an environment that is built for you to explode, that is built for you to be set off. That's right. In order for you to become all that you've been called to be, you have to be set off. And if you're not in the right environment, you can never be set off. Number two, you have to be lit on fire. It takes fire in order for the firework to explode, and you cannot and you will not explode unless you have fire. What in your life do you have fire for? What burns on the inside? What wakes you up in the morning? Not your alarm clock, your passion, your fire. What sets you on fire? Figure out what that is, and that is how you are going to explode. So I was talking to a young guy the other day, a track athlete, and he walked past me. He had his head down. He was discouraged, and he was depressed. I said, "What's going on?" He said, "I took 5th place." I said, "It's the regional championships, the best in the region. You took 5th, that's pretty good." But then I remember his history. See, the years before that, he was a state champion. He was a regional champion, and he was placed in the top 8 in the nation. And now he's discouraged because he see his progress slowly going like this. He's digressing. He's digressing over time. He's turning into a dud. And I looked him in the eyes and I asked him, "Let me ask you one question. Are you giving 120%? And he started answering me. I said, "Stop, don't answer me. Let me finish my question. Are you giving 120% in every single aspect of your life? At track practice, at football practice, at weight training, at basketball practice. Are you giving 120% in every single area?" And he shook his head. I said, no. I said, no. Open your mouth and use your words because I want you to hear yourself answer. He said, "No, I haven't." And I told him, "Listen, you will only get out what you put in. You cannot put in 119% and expect to get out 120. Listen, you got to give 120% effort if you want to get 120% results. What you put into it is what you're going to get out. Listen, you reap what you sow. And so if you sow 115, you're going to get 115, maybe less, but you will never get more." So we began to walk away, and I looked at him. I said, "Pick your head up. Stay encouraged. You still have an opportunity. It's not over yet. You still got greatness on the inside of you. All you got to do is keep working. All you got to do is make sure that you're in a safe environment that's going to encourage you to continue to push towards the mark of a higher calling. You got to be in a safe environment, an environment that encourages you and does not discourage you." Tell people all the time, listen, if you bring negativity over here, you got to get behind me. You got to get out of my environment. I got to be in an environment that's conducive to my growth. And so I told him, I said, listen, if your friends are not pushing you, if your friends are not pushing harder, they're not giving 120%, that's not a safe environment. That's not a safe environment because you're not in an environment that's going to help you explode. Then I asked him number 2. I said, what do you really, really, really want? Figure out what that is. That's your fire. And fireworks cannot go off without fire. You have to be set on fire. And until you are set on fire, you won't give 120%. Pick your head up and remember, you got greatness on the inside. Act like it.